In the last lecture, I think we have already started with functional level strategies, and we have discussed production strategies, and we've seen what are the areas in which strategy can be framed in production area. I think we have completed few points. I'm sharing the screen, and you just help me recollect हमने stop कहाँ पे किया है. I think first 3 points were done. First area
Yes,
is
ma'am.
production.
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
production capacity, right? So explain करना चाहेगा production capacity? Firstly, you should ask now how many units you have to produce, right? So capacity means how much to produce, and how much to produce depends on what. Come on, students. How much to produce depends on.
Depends
Demand.
on demand.
Yes, very nice. And the demand of the product is, students, always fluctuating, right? Why it is always fluctuating? Because of the economic conditions, right? Or presence of competition. The first question that I have to ask is, how much units should I produce? Okay, of course, I need to analyze the demand and then take a decision, right? And then uske baad mein I have to ask myself, okay, Narayan Chauhan is entering in the waiting room. Okay. And then next question I have to ask myself is whether the products that I'm manufacturing, okay, will it be totally manufactured by me, completely manufactured by me, or I'm going to outsource a part of it to some external agency, right? या तो मैं पूरा प्रोडक्ट खुद अकेले बनाऊंगी, right? या तो फिर उसका कुछ नॉन कोर प्रोडक्ट जो है वो किसी और को बनाने दूंगी. So I have to decide whether I'm going to make the product completely on my own, or if I'm getting it ordered from outside, then I have to accordingly decide on the installation of production capacity. अगर मैं खुद पूरा प्रोडक्ट बना रही हूँ तो मुझे all the necessary machineries की requirement रहेगी, वो उतने बड़े factory size की भी requirement रहेगी. On the other hand, if I'm getting it, partly I'm manufacturing it and partly somebody else is doing it, then accordingly I will have to decide the size of the factory and the machines, right? Then that is what is the second point, क्योंकि first point में हमने decide कर लिया ना कि कितना products manufacture करना है. Now the second question that I'm going to ask is कि कितना बड़ा factory होना चाहिए, है ना? तो factory का size किस पे depend करता है? On my decisions taken in the previous step. Okay, if I am completely manufacturing the product, of course the size of the factory has to be big. And in case partly manufacturing the product, then the size of the factory can be small. It is, students, always advisable to go for a small size and then gradually increase the size of the plant. फिर उसके बाद सबसे important decision on
Technology.
location. Sorry बेटा, बोलो आप correct बोल रहे हो. Somebody interrupted. Doubt था कि कुछ बोलना चाह रहे थे. No idea. All right, I continue. So second question that I'm going to ask is where should be my plant located? Okay, the location of the plant. Can you tell me, students, what are the important things that I have to consider while deciding the location? Come on. It is there in front of you. Very first thing is
Law
Road
and order
infrastructure.
situation.
yes, I have to see whether the place where I am deciding to locate my plant, okay, वहाँ का law and order situation कैसा है ना? And because if the law and order situation is poor, तो या तो यार मैं production में ध्यान दूँ या तो इन सब चीजों में ध्यान दूँ, right? So very first thing is I need to figure out the law and order situation, and then second thing is, come on, it is there in front of you, students. It is there.
Availability of yes.
Availability of, come on.
Availability
Infrastructure.
of infrastructure facilities.
Okay, then I have to check about availability of infrastructure facilities. For example, वहाँ पे water supply है या नहीं, transportation कैसा है, correct? And फिर उसके बाद में वहाँ पे power का ये कैसा है, right? Power cut off नहीं होना चाहिए, right? And then the last thing is, come on,
Availability of competent workforce.
Yes, I also have to check that the place where I'm locating my factory, will I get skilled labor or not? Students, this I think I have done this answer minutely, एक line read करके and बहुत slow जाके, still I'm not getting replies from Noah. I don't know what it is. So इतना time मैं waste कर रही हूँ फिर एक line read करके आपको explain करना. Please be little active, huh? Start replying. We have done this answer. It's not a new answer. All right. So third thing is technology. I have to now, firstly, I decided the production capacity. Then I have taken the decision on the size and location of the plant. Now I'm going ahead with the technology. And I have to ask the question, okay, what kind of technology am I going to, planning to install? Because if I am, taking my choice of technology depends on so many factors. Firstly, do I have that much funds? First thing. Second thing, अगर मैं technology install करती हूँ, for instance, I have funds, okay, for modern technology. तो मैंने machines तो install किया, but second important question, क्या मेरे laborers उतना efficient या उतना competent है क्या ऐसे technology को handle करने के लिए, right? So I have to ask this question and then proceed. Many a time students firm go for, second-hand machinery, which they purchase from the domestic market or sometimes they bring it from the overseas market. Okay, many a times company also decides to go for, to buy the fresh machines as in the new machines instead of second-hand machines. Okay, so that completely depends on the funds available with the company. I think we stopped there. Now moving ahead with quality of products. Going forward, students, if you all are not replying now, I will not read one line from the textbook. Okay, I will straightforward explain you the answer and leave it up to you. The study materials are uploaded on the Google Classroom. You can refer there. The syllabus is vast. Still, I'm going one line. Okay, I hope you will reply from next time.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right. Okay, then going ahead with the next point, which is quality of products. All right, who is going to read that? Mehak is there in the session?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Mehak. Can you read this quality of products?
Yes, ma'am. A decision has to be made regarding the quality of products. Quality is what customer expects or is the requirement of customer. In the words of John Bank, quality refers to fully satisfying agreed customer requirements at the lowest internal cost. Therefore, quality varies from customer to customer. A customer belonging to upper income class may perceive quality differently as compared to the customer belonging to lower economic class. For instance, in the case of washing powder, a customer belonging to lower economic class may prefer low price washing powder, and the customer belonging to upper economic class may prefer a high price washing powder. But a customer belonging to both the classes would prefer a high quality product that can meet their requirements.
Okay.
Ma'am,
First, we
continue.
will no, baby. We'll first understand the first paragraph. Okay. It states the quality of the products. I think the production department is solely responsible for, making quality products at reasonable prices. You need to hire smart people in production department so that, they can deliver customer requirements in context to the qualities they perceive. Now, you need to understand one thing, students. Quality is something which will be perceived by different customers differently. For example, upper middle class or affluent class people consider quality in different manner, and lower middle class or middle class consumers perceives quality in different manner. Okay, for instance, upper middle class give they may or affluent people उनको ना पैकेजिंग भी अच्छा चाहिए, हैंडलिंग अच्छा चाहिए, मतलब अंदर का प्रोडक्ट क्वालिटी तो चाहिए ही, बट आउटसाइड आल्सो दे वांट समथिंग अट्रैक्टिव, दे वांट समथिंग इजी टू हैंडल. Have you heard about milk coming in tetra pack? Okay, juices coming in tetra pack. I don't think so. This is something which is core requirement of middle class or lower middle class people. उनको milk से मतलब है, उसका वो टेट्रा पैकिंग हो या ना हो, that is not something that they are looking out for, right? So quality differs from people to people and customers to customers, of course. Okay. And I think today, if you are in the market, you need to know one thing, that if you are not delivering quality, people will not associate with you. Even if the matter for people who are from the lower middle class or middle class, ये वो भी quality products ही expect करते हैं. Okay. So if your company is not delivering quality products, okay, you will not be there in the competition for long term. I think if you want to have a longevity, if you want to survive and sustain for a long term, you need to know that you have to focus on quality. Okay, understand the requirements of the customers clearly and then design the product. Don't design what you want to see. You don't think that whatever you are planning, that will be easily sold in the market. No, you cannot sell what you want to sell in the market. You have to sell what the customer is demanding in the market. You have to patiently know what the customer is looking for. See, the textbook is giving you a very clear example that upper middle class वाले लोग क्या करते हैं, price से associate करते हैं quality को. Okay, if the price is high, they consider that the quality of the product is good. और washing powder वो लोग उस हिसाब से खरीदते हैं. They might be purchasing very expensive washing powders for their daily use. For example, they might be purchasing Tide or Ariel, या Surf Excel. Okay, ऐसा brand. And then lower middle class people, उनके लिए Wheel हो गया, या फिर ऐसे normal washing powders हो गए. For them that is also fine, because their purpose is what, cleaning the fabric, right? कपड़े धोने से मतलब है. तो वो लोगों के लिए washing powder भले वो प्राइस कम हो, लेकिन क्वालिटी अच्छा होना चाहिए. ये so this is how lower middle class consumers or middle class consumers perceive quality. Okay. So as a marketer, what you can do is you first need to do the research, okay, understand your customers need, and then accordingly design the product. I think ये जो सारे products होते हैं ना, student wheel, फिर और थोड़ा washing powder का नाम बताइए ना, निर्मा. ओके, ये सब आपको पता है, इन्होंने जानबूझ के ये ऐसे नाम रखते हैं ना कि हाउसवाइफ्स जो है, ओके, most of the Indian housewives, it's assumed that they are not working, and since they are housewives and they are not literate, तो वो लोग है ना, वो ब्रांड को इजीली रिलेट कर पाए, इसलिए वो लोग नाम भी इतना सिंपल रखते हैं कि अगर वो लेडीज जाके रिटेल शॉप में जाती है तो उसको आसानी से वो ब्रांड याद में आना चाहिए. व्हील, फिर निरमा वॉशिंग पाउडर, ऐसा. That's how
Surf Excel.
Surf Excel is one of the premium वॉशिंग पाउडर. बट एकदम ऐसे नॉर्मल वॉशिंग पाउडर्स होते हैं ना, वो इसके नाम बहुत सिंपल रहते हैं ताकि लोग याद रख सके. ओके, सो ऑल राइट. सो first thing that you have to think about is quality, and there's one more paragraph over here. Let's see what it is written. Okay, Mehak.
A proper decision has to be made on the quality of products. For this purpose, the firm must understand who the customer is, what are his needs, and thereby take steps to satisfy the needs of the customer. Nowadays, emphasis is placed on total quality method, which places emphasis on defect-free work. The defect-free approach is phrased in various ways as right first time, every time, zero defects, working smarter, etc. Therefore, relating to the quality of product, a firm must make policy decisions relating to the techniques of quality control, areas of quality control, etc.
I think now the market is changing. Customers' needs and requirements are changing. And if you notice one thing, people are expecting zero defect or defect-free product. Okay. So uske liye the production department has to have a good quality control. Okay. And before delivering or before sending the product to the market, okay, you have to make sure that it is tested and it is of good quality, because along with your product goes your image in the market, right? So you have to be very careful. Your quality control department has to make sure that the quality products are going in the market and it is reaching to the customers. Okay, So since customers nowadays are placing more emphasis on total quality management, I think this is a very philosophical concept though. But ठीक है, फिर भी हम I think very much relevant, at least in metropolitan cities, customers would want to have a defect-free product. हम जरा सा भी defect रहेगा तो हम खरीदते नहीं है ना? So zero defect product चाहिए, total quality चाहिए, and nowadays companies have to start working on it. Okay, so production department has to make strategies on making defect safe product. Okay, and has to make sure that good quality products are reaching to the customers. So this is the next area where you have to frame strategies in the production department. We started from the production capacity, how much to produce. Okay, and then second one was size and plant, which means how big size plant should be there and where should be the location of the plant. Then we decided about the machines. Okay, that means technology. And then we decided about the quality. And needless to say, we cannot compromise on the quality. Quality has to be good. Okay, you cannot just sell substandard products in the market. No customer is going to buy that. All right. I hope I'm not going very fast. Let us take point number 5. Any doubts still here, students?
No,
No,
ma'am.
ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay. All right, guys. Then I move to the next point, which is research and development. And let me tell you before I start with this point, R&D is something which is being neglected by most of the companies in India. Okay, we do not place emphasis on innovation. We do not want to put money in research and development. That is why students, we are getting so many products at such a high price. Okay, अगर आप रिसर्च करोगे ना तो आप उसी प्रोडक्ट को सस्ते में बना सकते हो और अच्छी क्वालिटी में बना सकते हो, राइट? बट कंपनीज आर नॉट प्लेसिंग एम्फेसिस ऑन R&D. Okay, sadly in India, what I know when I was learning this concept is only 1% of the total sales is invested in R&D. Okay, this is very less amount. Okay, people don't want to invest in R&D. उनको ना वो investment के expense लगता है. I think companies need to shift their thought process. उन्हें ना इन चीजों को एक्सपेंस नहीं मानना चाहिए, इन्वेस्टमेंट मानना चाहिए. ट्रेनिंग हो या R&D हो, ये देखो, ये आज आपको इसका इमीडिएट बेनिफिट नहीं मिलेगा, लेकिन कुछ सालों बाद आपको इसका बहुत अच्छा बेनिफिट मिलेगा. तो उसको आप इन्वेस्टमेंट की तरह कंसिडर करो. ओके, पुट मनी इन रिसर्च एंड डेवलपमेंट, पुट मनी इन ट्रेनिंग एंड डेवलपमेंट. आपको इमीडिएटली तो कुछ इसका रिजल्ट नहीं मिलेगा, लेकिन यस, ओके, इन्वेस्टमेंट का क्या मीनिंग होता है? आज पैसा डालो तो आज का आज थोड़ी ना आपको उसका रिटर्न्स मिलने वाला है. यू हैव टू पेशेंटली वेट. सिमिलरली व्हेन यू आर पुटिंग मनी इन R&D और व्हेन यू आर पुटिंग मनी इन ट्रेनिंग एंड डेवलपमेंट, यू हैव टू वेट फॉर सम टाइम. ओके, कुछ सालों बाद उसका बहुत अच्छा आपको आउटकम मिलने वाला है. ओके, लेट अस सी हाउ इट इज रिटन इन द टेक्स्ट बुक. ऑल राइट, महक.
Research and development. R&D is an important area which is often overlooked in India. Organizations should place a good.
Okay, I'll just share the another image. One second, huh? Again, the same page is loaded, no? Okay, okay, I'll just... Yeah. Oh. Guys, just 1 minute, huh? I'll... I'm so sorry. It is taking a bit long to load that page, and again it is sharing the same page. Huh. Okay. I think it's going to rain very heavily in few minutes. है ना? एकदम suddenly blackout type हो गया. uh, I'm so sorry, it is taking a bit long to load.
इट्स ओके मैम, वेट कर लेंगे.
ऑप्शन ही नहीं है बेटा, वेट ही करना पड़ेगा. Okay. I don't know why is whenever there is this rain thing ना, ये मेरा वाईफाई एकदम स्लो हो जाता है और ये इमेजेस इतना स्लोली डाउनलोड होते हैं. ओके. हाँ. All right. Yes, it is already loaded. Now I hope I can share the screen. हाँ जी. Yes, yes. हाँ. Okay, Meg, you can continue.
Deal of emphasis on R&D as it not only helps to improve quality of products or services, but it also helps to reduce cost to develop new and better products. The policies relating to R&D need to include amount of
Okay.
funds to be invested.
हाँ बेटा, continue
Ma'am.
कर दो ये 3 points and then I explain you.
Yes, ma'am. Amount of funds to be invested in R&D over a period of time, whether R&D to be centralized or decentralized, areas in which R&D is required, such as processes, product, etc.
Okay, now listen to this very carefully. I think I started the answer with explaining you that R&D is something which is overlooked in India. Okay, and research is something which is not given much emphasis. We should start investing money in research and development, because this will help us to improve the quality of the product as well as to reduce the cost of the product, right? But and then you have to decide the policies in relating to R&D, like कौन सी जगह पे आपको R&D करना चाहिए, whether you require to do research and product development, or you need to do research and method of product development, correct? So research can be done in so many areas. The first thing you need to decide कि R&D हमें किस area में करना चाहिए, right? Then second thing you need to know that भाई कितना पैसा लगेगा, amount of funds. You need to know one thing. आप कोई भी चीज करते हो, R&D जब start करते हो, you have to be very clear that it calls for investment. So you need to have funds, all right, and then decide whether to do R&D centralized or decentralized. अच्छा, centralized or decentralized का meaning ध्यान से सुन लो. For example, if I am having if my company is having presence in different state, okay, or in different countries, ओके, तो नेचुरली स्टेट का तो भी इतना वेरिएशन नहीं होगा. मतलब इंडिया में ही अगर मेरे बहुत सारे कंपनीज है, बहुत सारे फैक्ट्रीज है, तो आई नो मोर और लेस द कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स ऑफ कस्टमर्स इन इंडिया इज मोर और लेस द सेम. Okay, not it might not differ very much, but yes, customers from India and customers from US, उनके बीच में तो काफी वेरिएशंस होने वाले हैं. अगर वहां पे भी मेरा प्लांट है, वहां पे भी फैक्ट्री है, यूएस में भी मेरी अगर फैक्ट्री है, so I think I should go with R&D, which is decentralized. Decentralized यानी कि वहां का R&D अलग होगा और यहाँ का R&D अलग होगा, like that. Centralized यानी एक ही जगह R&D कर रहे हो और सारे प्लांट में वही फॉलो कर रहे हो आप. Okay, so this is, you can decide on that also. I think R&D is something which is surely one should place more emphasis. आप जितना रिसर्च करोगे, आप अपने प्रोडक्ट को उतना क्वालिटी डेवलप कर पाओगे. Okay, and also you can offer in the least cost. Okay, how students, because see, when you do research, okay, when you try to do new findings, okay, you will come up with so many different techniques of working. ओके, फिर जब आप रिसर्च करते हो तो आप प्रोडक्ट को और डेवलप कर सकते हो. देयर इज अ स्कोप फॉर डेवलपिंग द प्रोडक्ट्स एवरी टाइम. फॉर एग्जांपल, किसको मालूम था कि एयर कंडीशनर आप घर पहुंचने के पहले ही स्टार्ट कर सकते हो जस्ट विद द यूज ऑफ योर मोबाइल फोन. आई थिंक दिस इज वेरी स्मार्ट एंड वेरी इंटेलिजेंट. This is because of R&D. ओके R&D किया तभी तो पता चला कि अच्छा ऐसा भी पॉसिबल है। आप घर पहुंचने के पहले आपको चाहिए कि घर पूरा कूलिंग हो जाए, तो आप अपने मोबाइल से you just have to start the air conditioner and you can operate it from your mobile phone. And you see CCTV cameras and the footages of that can be now in your mobile phone. आपके दुकान में क्या हो रहा है आपको सीसीटीवी फुटेज आपकी स्क्रीन में दिखेगा. All these things I think is the outcome of R&D. Okay, so I think companies should start putting emphasis on R&D. I hope there is no difficulty till here.
No, ma'am.
Ma'am. We
No,
have one
ma'am.
more
No, ma'am.
point. Oh, all right. Thank you for your reply. We have one more point. I think we will very quickly complete that, which is modernization.
A firm may have to frame policies regarding modernization of its plants and offices. The need for modernization arises mainly due to competition. A firm may go for modernization in order to have a competitive edge or to defend itself from other competitors. The objective of modernization is to provide a better work environment within the organization so that the employees are motivated to perform better, to bring quality products and services, which in turn would enable to satisfy the customer in a better way. A proper decision
Continue. Better I'll teach together. Yes, continue.
A proper decision has to be taken in respect of the following: amount of funds to be spent on modernization over a period of time, areas in which modernization has to be undertaken, such as plant, processes, and practices, including offices.
I think very interesting point. R&D and modernization is closely related. If you are doing research, students, I think you will come up with new way of working, and that is what is modernization. You cannot work with the old methods, with the old kind of products, okay, and the old practices. Okay, आपको नया तरीके से काम करना है, innovative methods से काम करना है, and that is where modernization comes into picture. Okay. Students, the term modernization itself means using modern techniques. Okay, नया modern तरीका. Importantly, since you are into the competition, your competitors might be already, using modern techniques. Okay, so to face the competition effectively, you need to understand that your companies have to adopt modernization in all the areas. In fact, okay, not just in plant or processes, also in practices, also in offices, also in the conduct of the employees. हर जगह पे modernization होना चाहिए. Okay, you cannot continue working with employees who are having outdated way of thinking. आपको new employees, fresh employees, young blood, new ideas, ऐसे लोग होना चाहिए. Okay, so modernization will I think help the production department to reduce the unwanted processes. Okay, cut down to unwanted processes and work in the modern technique. Okay, and definitely the outcome is going to be amazing products, better quality products, customer satisfaction, goodwill of the company. I think modernization का जो outcome है वो long run तक उसका implication होता है. In the long run, you're going to get the benefits. All right. So companies has to frame proper policies regarding modernization. Okay. Do not forget your competitor is doing great in the market, must be doing great in the market, already has better plans for modernization. So before he does, you do it. Okay. Start working on the modernized way. Okay. Provide a better work environment within the organization. आपका कंपनी के अंदर का माहौल अच्छा रहेगा ना, अगर ऑटोमेटिकली आपके एम्प्लॉयज डेडिकेटेडली काम करेंगे, है ना. सो प्रोडक्शन डिपार्टमेंट में भी कंपनी के अंदर मॉडर्न टेक्निक के साथ काम करना चाहिए. मॉडर्न एम्प्लॉयज मतलब जिनका मॉडर्न थिंकिंग प्रोसेस है, वैसे एम्प्लॉयज के साथ काम करना चाहिए. Okay, so I hope I was not very fast. Actually, I want to talk to you apart from this production strategy. That's why I was waiting for the answer to get over. I hope there is no difficulty till your students.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay, and then whatever you do, you have to understand one thing. It calls for funds, है ना. So you have to obviously decide company के पास उतना पैसा है या नहीं. मॉडर्न तो आप होना चाहते हो, लेकिन कंपनी के पास में उतना फंड्स है या नहीं, यू हैव टू आल्सो हैव अ रिव्यू ऑन दैट. All right, I stopped the share screen over here. 1 minute, huh? हाँ जी. Okay. And before that, I wind up this session. I have never seen the student ever in my class. दशरथ, ये है क्या अपने क्लास में?
कौन मैम?
दशरथ, मेरे को तो न्यू नेम लग रहा है ये.
इल्ले
Marketing, SYBMS marketing, Dashrath Sav. May I know who is this Dashrath? Can you unmute yourself, please? Dashrath. Group leaders, do you know him?
No, ma'am. No,
मैं तो
ma'am.
फर्स्ट टाइम ये नाम सुन रही हूँ, दशरथ साव. Dashrath, either you please unmute yourself or I have to remove you from the session.
Is roll number 78.
जानते हो आप इसको?
Yes, ma'am.
मैम वो उसका नाम नहीं है, लेकिन वो उसकी प्रोफाइल वो
Okay, all right, no issues. Preferably, please use your own handsets and use your own IDs, okay, your proper name so that we can recognize you. I think the session will get over in another 1 or 2 minutes. I have already informed the HR students. Very quickly, I would want to inform the entire class. Every department is starting up with a certificate course, okay, and BMS is also planning to start one certificate course. I'm not very sure, but the other department is going to charge something from the students, maybe 500 rupees or something. But we are starting the certificate course completely free of cost. Just 1 second. Huh? Yeah. And this certificate course is going to help you in so many ways. Okay. We have, topics like telephone etiquette, email etiquette. Okay. Then how to groom yourself, your personality, then your personal hygiene, how to work on your body language. Okay. I think this is very interesting, but the timings is going to be 2 to 4. Okay. Only interested students are going to get back to me. Okay. When and how I will let you know. The certificate courses with the intention of making you more employable. Okay. ताकि आप जब interviews देने जाओ, your chances of cracking the interview or facing the interview confidently should increase. Okay. So I hope you will take the advantage of this. It is going to be for 9 days, okay, divided in 2 hours each day, which is 18 hours covering virtual online training. And the remaining session would be possibly a visit to a company or a face-to-face training once the lockdown is uplifted. All right. Let me know if you all are interested. Okay. And it's very, I think for HR students मैंने बहुत डिटेल में एक्सप्लेन किया है. अभी ये टाइम अप हो रहा है, इसलिए मैं बहुत less than 1 minute left. Okay. I end the session here. Anyone having doubt related to the answer or related to the certificate course can get back to me. Okay. And
No,
I
ma'am.
hope next time you are not going to share your this meeting ID with any of your friends who are not from the college. Okay.
यस मैम.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Have a nice day ahead. Bye bye. Take care.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you,
ma'am.
ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
For those who have joined in late, a happy Eid Mubarak to all, and have your festival celebrated in the most joyous way. All right. Okay. Bye bye.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye, beta. Bye.